This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. It's time for our entertainment segment, which means Scott Kellum is joining us once again to talk about movies, and today we're going to be talking about Dredd.
That's right. This movie was created originally back in 1995. They did the first run called Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, and they've remade it now in 2012 with a completely different cast and a movie that sticks along where, the comic book fan originally wanted this movie to go. Okay. We could talk a little bit about the original first.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone did a really good job portraying the character. The problem was, it was 1995, so if a movie was created, it had to have Pauly Shore or Rob Schneider in it, and we ended up with Rob Schneider, which just, they try to make it too comedic. It just took away so much from what the original comic book was trying to portray with the character of Judge Dredd. So when we come back to 2012, they're able to, we don't have to have a comedic figure like the 90s had. Right. So we're able to actually follow along the original comic line. Okay. This movie altogether, it's very gory, very, very blood and guts.
Okay.
Shows a lot of things in terms of blood and guts that we weren't shown in other movies. But altogether, just a great movie. I mean, honestly, when you saw the trailer for it, did you think, ooh, this is going to be another...
No.
No.
And which is surprising.
Yeah, exactly. Because we saw it and we were like, oh, this is just going to be another action movie that just goes terrible. Right. So, no, great action, great storyline for this, and it sticks to the comic book. It sticks to Judge Dredd as a no guts, no glory kind of guy. So it was really good. And the cast is really good.
Good.
We got Carl Urban from, he was in... Born Supremacy, okay. Star Trek. He's the main flagship character. He also plays Judge Dredd in it. But that's their, everybody else is kind of B-roll that we don't see in a lot of movies. And they did a great job with that casting of that.
All right. So should I ask who would be liking this movie?
This is a male demographic that's going to like this movie.
So no first date?
Unless you pick her up at a comic book shop, I don't think she's going to be the one to take to this movie. But hey, my wife had never seen these kind of movies before. I took her to it. She came out, enjoyed it. Well, so, definitely a male demographic they're chasing. But I think if you're going to like an action movie like that, you're going to love this movie.
Okay. So out of 5 stars?
I'm going to go 4.
Really?
I would go back and see this movie again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for that.
Not a problem.
And we'll be right back.